What an atmosphere in Munich, the 41st Iberian derby. It pits Spain and Portugal together in a major final for the very first time. Two nations that have won this competition before, in addition to the European Championship titles that both have claimed in the last decade. The swashbuckling young stars of Luis de la Fuente, the workman-like Portuguese son of Roberto Martinez. These are the two teams. Two changes for Portugal from the semi-final win over the Germans. As expected, Vitinha's back in midfield looking for a second trophy in 8 days at the Allianz Arena. And Francisco Conceição rewarded for his game-defining cameo from the bench in the last 4 as he joins Bruno Fernandes and Pedro Neto in supporting Cristiano Ronaldo in attack. João Neves continues to serve as a makeshift right back, despite the impressive contribution of Nelson Semedo late on Wednesday night. Well, there may be the absence of the hosts in this year's final, but it hasn't stopped the Allianz Arena from pretty much filling in the hour before kickoff. There's our match referee, Sandro Scherer, a 37-year-old Swiss official. He was the man in the middle the last time Spain lost a competitive fixture all the way back in March 2023 against Scotland. That was Luis de la Fuente's second game in charge. Spain won it 2 years ago, finished runners-up to the French in 2021. Portugal, the inaugural winners, 6 years ago now. And the Portuguese taking on a country they have not beaten in the last 6 games. Spain haven't lost any of the last 5 competitive meetings. Portugal's last win. Portugal maybe considering a shorter option with the corner kick, and that's what they are doing. That's a set to Bruno Fernandes. Bends one to the far post. There was a man down, and it's Neves who drove it into the ground. There was no whistle for a foul. First real chance of the night.
Well, Fabian Ruiz hits the ground. It's a little bit of a wrestling match between himself and Bernardo Silva.
Dean House looking to release Nico Williams in behind João Neves. Took it well. Barely had to break stride, and into the area he goes, and he lays it back to Pedri! He went for precision and placement instead of power.
That's great play from the Spanish. Not sure what the Portuguese backline is doing. Williams has always got the pace to get in behind. Wider standing on the halfway line. That ball over the top is an easy one to hit. And he pulls it back to Pedri.
Sabal, it's all congested in there at the moment. Swept wide though by Zubamendi for Nico Williams. Really good ball in the end. Decoy run from Cucurella. Nico Williams just didn't get it to dip in time.
This really looks where the rewards are from a Spanish point of view on the left wing. Good ball out to Nico Williams, one-on-one with Neves. It's a yard or so wide or over the crossbar. You can see exactly what he's trying to do.
Mini game of head tennis, and crashing through the back and receiving a yellow card for it is Gonzalo Inacio.
I think it's a fair one.
That's clever play from firstly Mingueza and then Oyarzabal, and breaking forward is Zubamendi, and then Lamine Yamal up against Nuno Mendes. The cross is a good one, and it's not clear yet, and it's in the back of the Portuguese net. Tucked home by Martin Zubamendi. Calamitous moments for Portugal in defence, and Zubamendi didn't need to be asked twice. His second international goal, and Spain lead the Nations League final.
It's a brilliant move from the Spanish. Anybody asking why that man Oyarzabal is in the team, you're about to see why. His link-up play is exceptional. Brings so many players into the game. Doesn't score a whole heap of goals. You see his involvement in this one. Little flick. Gets Zubamendi on his bike and opens up the whole pitch for the Spanish. And it's a question of, can they make the right decision? Zubamendi gives it out to Lamine Yamal, shifts it onto his left foot and just hangs it into that 6-yard box. The Portuguese don't cover themselves in glory with the defending. Ruben Diaz just hooks it into a horrible area. Neves can't react. It's a very easy finish for Zubamendi in the end. Take nothing away from the Portuguese centre-half. Does really well. Comes across and deals with the danger.
You saw that set there. Spain have completed 2.5 times more passes than the Portuguese. Ronaldo uses Neto. We haven't seen really anything of Portugal offensively as yet. Nuno Mendes might look to change that onto his left, but tries to go it! Oh, that's a brilliant equaliser! An absolute belter from Nuno Mendes! At the scene where he claimed his Champions League winners' medal 8 days ago, Nuno Mendes drives Portugal level in the Nations League final. What a way to score your first ever goal for your country.
It's a brilliant strike from Nuno Mendes. We spoke about his attacking talents beforehand. Maybe Ronaldo might have just creeped offside. Yeah, having a look at that. But once this ball comes out to him, I was wondering what is Ronaldo doing on the left wing. He needs to be in the box as a target man. Pedro Neto picks out Mendes, drives into the box. Only one thing in his mind, to try and get the strike off. This will be a brilliant view. It's a daisy cutter into the far corner. Brilliant finish.
And the goal stands. We said there'd be goals. We've 2 inside half an hour.
You see the reaction of Ronaldo. He's ecstatic, and that young man is quickly becoming one of the best left backs in the world. Defensively 1v1, solid going forward.
Yamal from Fabian Ruiz, and now Yamal again, looking to play in. Williams, oh, he's got an opportunity to turn it in, and it ran away from him. Just about doing enough this time was Diogo Costa. Yamal, a rare lapse in concentration from him. Ronaldo, back inside it goes to Neto, and Neto driving clear, and that's going to be a booking for Fabian Ruiz. Now Neto, only Ronaldo in the area. Goes outside Migueza, digs out the cross.
Yeah, I like the idea, Pedro Neto.
You could hear one of the Portuguese players just asking the referee, how many fouls is he allowed?
I do feel if you can get Cucurella on a yellow, really does wrap him up. As I say, he's so aggressive, trying to win the ball back. It takes a lot of that away from him.
He's really letting the game flow, the Swiss referee. Pedri now driving forward, slips one towards Oyarzabal. Oh, that's a gorgeous finish! So often the man who pops up in the right place at the right time for this Spanish side. Mikel Oyarzabal, the hero of Euro 2024, comes good once more.
Excellent centre-forward play. Timing of the movement. Dig the finish out. It's exceptional.
The Portugal querying why there wasn't a free kick given for an alleged foul earlier in the move there.
I'm not so sure there's too much in that. There is contact. It is a contact sport. You see Pedri, the timing of the pass, the weight of the pass in behind is brilliant. Once Oyarzabal times the run, it's all about the finish. Can he find the finish? He dinks it, takes it so early. Excellent centre-forward play. He's justified his inclusion in this Spanish team. Big hand to play in both goals. Centre-forward in the world, if your timing is like that.
Well, there was an awareness that the goalkeeper Diogo Costa would be rushing out to meet him, hence the deft little flick beyond him. What a first half that was. Portugal certainly playing their part in it. Half-time in Munich. It is Portugal 1, Spain 2. In the international ranks, also led Spain to the silver medal at the Tokyo Olympics in 2021. Luis de la Fuente, who was 64 in a couple of days' time, It was made look lesser of a ball by the miscontrol of Pedri. Around the corner for Bruno Fernandes, and he could be away. Ronaldo's the only one with them. Bruno goes for goal! Bruno Fernandes! Well, it won't count. Flag up on that far side.
He looked offside in real time.
Operating at the same speed as it did at his peak, as that's a long-range effort beaten out by Costa. It's Fabian Ruiz that hit that one. Vitinha. The attendance confirmed there, just under 66,000 tonight. Off goes Nuno Mendes, left Yamal in his wake, and the cut back towards Ronaldo! But he just needs that one half chance, that one moment. Having struggled throughout this second half to have any kind of an impact, he can still do those sorts of things. Doing what he's always done best, poaching those chances for his country. And we're level for the second time.
Again, Ronaldo's the one. Puts the ball into the back of the net, but look at Mendes here. Realises the Spanish right-back has wandered into a poor area, drives into the 18-yard box. The Norman comes back off his heel, goes up in the air, and once Cucurella finds himself under the ball, there's only going to be one winner. Ronaldo shepherds him under the ball, pokes it home with his right foot. He will be saying, that's why you never take me off.
Eight in 9 for the 40-year-old. Zubimendi, Inglesa. Almost taken off him by Neto. And there could be a chance here. Breaking through is Pedri. Again, Nuno Mendes got there, and then a second time. What a presence he is in defence for Portugal.
It's unbelievable stuff from Mendes. He's second best twice. Make sure the shot doesn't go in on goal. Tempo in the Spanish play at times. It's been quite laboured. Need to keep the tempo up. Keep the Portuguese moving.
Pedri switches it. Nico Williams now. Semedo and Bernardo Silva go to meet him. Williams gets a shot away. It had Costa worried for a moment.
It's as if Williams weighed up all it. Portugal look an awful lot more solid. With Semedo as a right back.
Bernardo Silva has got Semedo with him. Here is Nelson Semedo. And it's sided up by Simo. They are going to make a couple of changes, Portugal. Wide to Nico Williams. A lot of red shirts back. Yamal comes in onto his left and drives it. Good hands from Diogo Costa. Now Yamal trying to get France on the counter, or Spain on the counter-attack. And that will surely be a booking for Neto.
You can see Pedro Neto happy to give the foul away.
Stepping out of defence, Zubimendi. Oyarzabal the one ahead of him. Comes out to Isco. Isco strikes one. Good save, Costa. He's clearly got over that little injury, because he needed to go at full stretch for that one from Isco. What a return to the international stage that would have been.
A beautiful strike from Isco just under the bar.
And he played over 250 games for Wolves before that move to Saudi Arabia. Helped on by Isco. Oyarzabal surely offside. And it was cleared off the line brilliantly by Renato Vega. So he'll still get the kudos for that.
Yeah, I love seeing that defending. Don't want to just put your hand up and hope that the linesman puts the flag up. Go and make sure, effective play. Brilliant from Vega. Brilliant defensive work. Lامين Yamal, if he switches off there, Portugal are on the counter-attack.
And he called it. Keita Ronaldo was struggling. And so he'll be replaced by Gonzalo Ramos. And if it does go to extra time, it'll likely see us treated to the Ronaldo sideline antics that we saw most keenly in that Euro 2016 final, Keith, when he limped off early, pretty much taking over the managerial role at the edge of the dugout.
And the managerial role, the mascot role, he is Mr. Portugal.
In fact, it was the second final involving Spain and the Netherlands who went to extra time. Here's Rafael Leao, gets in behind Zivamendi, always brought down by Robin Lenormand, who probably had no choice because Leao was looking menacing. Drive it in and hope for the best. Here it comes from Bruno. Beaten away by Simon, and it's off Vega for a goal kick. There we are, a little early. Well, it's been a really good game. Draw probably fair over the course of the 90 minutes or so. We move into extra time minus the presence of Cristiano Ronaldo, but with some world-class players still strutting their stuff. Well, we're ready to go, both sets of players ready to go, and now our referee is too. Good run again from Nuno Mendes. In towards Semedo! The wrong side of the post.
He should score. Semedo, it's on his left foot. I think that's the only saving grace.
Isco, Yamal, Isco to that far post. Oyarzabal beaten to it by Diaz. Baina's ball is cleared to Vega, only as far as Cucurella. Leaning back, scoops it over the bar.
I think Baina's the one who had the chance to take the strike on.
Racing away into the space, drags Robin Lenormand out. He's still going. Nuno Mendes stumbles, goes down. I'm not sure there was any contact. And then Alex Baena shoved Nuno Mendes to the ground, implying that he felt he'd taken a dive. Baena's only on the field. Probably a little too much to say for himself here.
We've reached boiling point again. It's been a brilliant game. Some needle creeping in now. Adds a little bit of extra spice to it. It didn't look like a foul in real time, Dave. I didn't think it was a penalty.
And he is... Marino. Yamal. Off he goes with a big effort on goal. A long way out. Fernandez. Just prods it down for Leao. He's giving it away. Baena, half-time. Referee telling the players to get switched quickly enough. He wants to get on with it. We go deep into the night here in Munich. And it is as we were at full time in the 90. Still Portugal 2, Spain 2. We shall see. Thank you, Tommy. So Yamal, not his night. He's allowed the odd off night.
Deep in their own midfield.
Porro comes out on top there. Oh, he's going for goal, Porro! Well, credit to him for spotting the opportunity. What an extraordinary goal that would have been. Semedo releases, and Nuno Mendes releases Rafael Leao, and Porro brings him down into the book. He'll go.
It's not one anybody likes to see. If you're on Pedro Porro's team in that Spanish dressing room, you're patting him on the back, telling him it's a good foul.
Diaz, he'll put it in there to that far post, and the header from Jota. Well, he was being watched closely by Porro. Well, 2 hours of football could not separate them. But for the second time, the Nations League final will be decided by a penalty shootout. That man won't be taking one, but there's going to be a lot of pressure on the two sets of players. And of course, the two goalkeepers who will now be taking centre stage, Unai Simon and Diogo Costa. Extra time complete. It remains Portugal 2, Spain 2. Penalties incoming. Well, we're going to start off with Gonçalo Ramos for Portugal in front of their own supporters for this penalty shootout. Up against Unai Simon. He did save a couple of penalties 2 years ago. Ramos down the middle, and Portugal are up and running.
A good penalty from Ramos. Doesn't go for accuracy, just goes for power down the middle.
Bottom corner, nothing Costa could do there.
Classy penalty from Moreno.
He wants to see what to make a move, and he did make the right move, but still couldn't get anywhere near it. What a brilliant penalty.
He's waving the hairband round. He's happy with the penalty. Strange technique. Creeps up to the ball.
Cool and calm. 2-2.
Good calm penalty from Baena. Pixie spot. Just rolls it in there.
And scoring, as you'd expect.
So casual from Bruno Fernandes. Made it look easy.
Gets his goal, just about. It's the closest either goalkeeper has come to keeping it out. Diogo Costa got a firm hand to it. That is a fantastic strike, in keeping with his performance levels, not just tonight, but throughout the season. One of the great right-backs, or left-backs rather, in world football at the moment. Available, and it is saved! Diogo Costa! Massive moment for him and for Portugal! So Ruben Neves for Portugal and for the Nations League title. And he buries it! Portugal become the first nation to win this trophy for a second time. And look what it means to them. Ronaldo in tears, no surprise there. While the rest of his teammates celebrate together. Difficult moment for Alvaro Morata, but he's very experienced. You feel he's got broad shoulders to deal with such a development in his career. But it is Portugal. Certainly weren't favourites coming into tonight's game, Keith, but they've just about come out on top. Awards the Nations League trophy to Cristiano Ronaldo for the second time. Portugal become the first country to win this championship on more than one occasion. It's a third major trophy of his international career for the 40-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal are the winners of the Nations League for 2024-2025.
40 years old and still growing strong. Cristiano Ronaldo lifting the UEFA Nations League trophy and enjoying every minute. That is all we have time for this evening. It's been a really enjoyable week. Portugal take the glory and head for Ireland's World Cup qualifying group in the autumn. Oh dear.